You're listening to the Chic Code Podcast with Wirda Alyssa and Sophia Arisa. All things chic, candid, and comedy. Hey girlies, welcome back to another episode of the Chic Code Podcast. And this episode is in support of Pertapis. Episode ni sangat-sangat special, guys.
Yes.
Because we are raising funds for Pertapis. We need to raise $200,000 lah.
By end of year lah, 2025
We can do it lah. If each of our TCC listener donate at least an amount.
Betul.
Boleh guys. InsyaAllah boleh.
Betul, insyaAllah.
Yeah. Right. And today's episode is very, very special sebab kita ada very two special guests kat sini.
Yeah.
Who are the staff from the Pertapis Children's Home.
Betul, Sophia.
Kan? Aku macam banyak gila soalan aku nak tanya diorang.
Yes.
Kan? Bukan senang-senang kita nak dapat staff of Pertapis untuk duduk sini buang kita.
Betul, untuk share dia punya experience working at Pertapis.
Yes,
susah
correct.
ke senang kita tak tahu.
Kita pun tak tahu.
Kan?
Ya.
Ya. Orang pun tengok macam jadi podcast senang ke susah. Tengok macam senang.
Susahnya.
Tapi orang punya susah mana lu tahu?
Tak. Tadi punya shift barang dah macam moving out. Betul. Game moving out. Kau tahu tak?
Kan?
So yes, thank you so much for spending your time today. Maybe you all can introduce yourself.
Betul.
How about you?
Sure. Okay. I'm Jariah. I'm actually the supervisor of residential care management unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've been working with Pertapis for about 6 months already.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So I was a social worker.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I started from hospital. Then I went into family violence home for the women and children. And then I was a child protection officer before.
Oh, you were? Oh my God, that's an interesting job
and-
scope.
Yes, and now I'm here with Pertapis, working with the children as well. Yeah,
I see.
So that's about me lah.
I see.
That's interesting.
Abang
What about you?
Amirul pula?
Abang Amirul pula.
Oh, my career path actually very different.
Okay.
Before COVID, I was more into the customer service line.
Oh.
So at one time I was in F&B. At one time I was in airport doing passenger service. Briefly, I was also a cabin crew.
Wow.
And then I've also dwelled into Certi Cisco police lah. So and then basically what happened was after a life-changing thing that happened to me, I was in the hospital for 1 year for a bike accident.
Oh no.
After that, I really needed to see what kind of career that it is fulfilling to me lah. And then after going through so many options that were there, my friends actually tell me that, hey, you're actually very good to become a neutral party kind of person. You're actually very good in reading people. You're actually very good in
Reading people. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So then on top of that, while I was doing my diploma in psychology, then I found my calling in working in a children's home. But that also was because I really wanted to give back to the community. I wanted to be a guidance mentor to the youths that are up and coming, because they are the most important people in the world for us, kan?
Correct.
They are our next generation. So
Betul.
who better than to guide them and
Yes.
to do this work with them lah.
Wah, that's very interesting. Abang ni macam-macam bidang dia pernah
Ya, F&B pernah, cabin crew pernah, Cisco pernah.
Semua
dia
dia pakai liao. Semua dia ambil.
Semua dia sapu.
Semua dia sapu Abang Amirul.
Yeah, but bagus lah. I mean, it shaped you to like, you know, to who you are today, right? And then sekarang like now working with Pertapis Children's Home. Maybe y'all can like macam explain sikit macam what is Pertapis Children's Home? Like budak-budak ni semua datang dari mana? Because aku bila first dengar ni pun I had the same question, like where do the children come from? Is it like are they supposed to be in foster care ke, or are they macam orphans ke, macam mana? Like yeah.
So basically, Pertapis Children's Home, we receive referral from like NSF, and then like from the child protection officers as well. So they are not orphans. Okay, they do have parents.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just that they are actually being abused sometimes, you know, or neglect by the parents lah. So and then there was no alternate care for them. So jadi then so we need to put them in a safe place. So basically Pertapis is just like a safe home lah for them.
That's
Yeah.
At first we don't know yang Pertapis. We thought it's orphanage.
Yes, right. We thought it was an
Because,
orphanage.
Yeah. Then after going on a call, macam Pertapis is like a safe home for these kids yang diorang ada parents tau.
Yeah, betul.
Yeah.
Which is like I think it's such a blessing lah to have a Pertapis children's home kan, to provide shelter for these children. Because there's only so many like foster care that we can have in Singapore juga kan. Tapi there are also some unattended cases macam gini which korang bring in, which is so nice.
So nice.
Yeah. But what was your calling? Tadi kita dah tanya Abang Amirul punya calling untuk join. Dia dah masuk psychology course, lepas tu dia nak help and bring back to the community. What about you, Jariah?
Basically for me as a social worker, right? So I was caught. I mean, like, I wanted, because I've tried all trades. I mean, like, all kinds of target groups. I mean, like, from the mothers, children, and then after that, I deal with parents. I deal in the hospital. We see patients as well. So I wanted to actually do something different. Though in CPO, yes, I deal with children, but I had never tried residential care with children. Yeah, so that is why I wanted to actually help all these children, because they are the ones that doesn't get the love or the care that they needed. Yeah, so I wanted to be there for them. I mean, I wanted to be the trusted person for them, to actually to let them be more confident of themselves, and they have what you say is that like macam they have a future ahead of them. So I wanted to be there to actually help them, to move on to a better future lah. Yeah.
Jariah, I nak ask, how was the first day of work like for you?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. It's different. I mean, like, because from the hospital setting, and then from the CPO, so those children, I mean, like, they were very happy to see new caseworker. So it was very happy. I mean, like, I really say okay, because I heard from them like, my mother never come and visit me, I wanted to go home. Can you please put me, go back to my mother? So it's really heart-wrenching for me actually, because kita nak, I mean, like, they are different from the normal children that we see. Okay, they have a heavy burdens as well with them. They comes in, and then some mothers are being incarcerated, so they macam like, madam, I have already stayed here for about 7 years. I wish to go back home. Yeah, but unfortunately, can you help me, like, to go back homes and then be with my mother, be with my siblings? But unfortunately, sometimes the situation doesn't allow them yet, because the home is also not ready to receive them. Yeah, I mean, like, their own home lah, not ready to be there to receive them back.
Faham.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
That's
sad.
so sad and heartbreaking. And I think macam for us on a day-to-day basis, sometimes we just tak teringat, there's this group of people who are, macam marginalised in the community. Correct. Kan. Then lepas tu diorang tak dapat balik kat rumah diorang. It's such a privilege lah, macam fikir balik kita ni semua. We are living in a very privileged life.
Correct.
Kan ada banyak lagi budak-budak yang unfortunate kan kat luar sana.
Betul. Abang Amirul pula,
how was your first day?
Pasal dah cuba semua bidang. So macam masuk bidang ni, macam was it like
It was different lah, because for once walking into a children's home, when you're working there especially, it does not feel like actual work. You must also remember that it's a home, for a group of young children that can range from 4 years old to 18 years old. So for those who are parents, dorang kalau ada 1-2 orang anak kat rumah, dorang dah macam memberuntak. But for us, imagine we have about 32 running around all the time. And if they want something from you, it's not just one of them to come up to us one by one. It's like 5-6 of them datang kat you, and then you say, anak ni, anak tu, anak ni, anak tu. So being a person who is new, you need to be calm lah, for example lah. You need to be able to also control the population, how they speak to you, how you want to talk to them back and things like that. You have to be very careful, you have to be very patient. So it's very chaotic lah, in a sense.
Faham.
Yeah,
I can imagine lah.
Yeah. Aku very curious, how is it like macam life in the day of Jariah and Amirul? Start from like
morning.
macam okay, you clock in, terus apa routine you?
Yeah.
kadang-kadang bukan tunggu clock in pun. When you just wake up ni for subuh
We
je
have
dah
already received a lot of messages already
From
coming
the
in.
kids.
From the kid, no, not from the kids, from the staff.
From the staff.
Okay, because you need to also know that our kids are all trauma informed. So dorang punya they do not know how to comprehend properly their emotional needs. They don't know how to comprehend dorang punya own mannerism and things like that. So it's something that kita as adults we have to guide them. So from time to time, for those who are new, especially, or for those who are really don't know how to regulate their emotions better, they tend to have issues at the home. So this is where hari-hari kita akan dapat message from our colleagues. Wah, macam-macam.
Serius?
Macam case
So bangun tidur je dah ribut lah.
Kadang-kadang dia bangun pun dah dapat.
Serius lah.
Pukul 3 pagi, pukul 4 pagi kadang dah dapat message.
Because sometimes incidents happen. You know, the children cannot sleep. So sometimes, and then they dysregulate. Sometimes macam like, you know, oh, I cannot sleep. You know, and then they will do something naughty.
So ada tak staff yang kena tidur kat sana?
Tidur, okay, we have stay in staff juga.
Stay in staff,
but those are the foreign staff lah. But our care staff, dorang ada rotating shift. So there will always be a staff down there to tend to the children.
Yeah, of course. It's a home lah kan. Dorang pun stay there. Yeah. So lepas tu macam that is before you all start. Before you all clock in. Lepas tu macam mana? After you all clock in,
So we clock in usually at 9 a.m.
Okay.
It depends lah. Sometimes it could be like earlier than that also if we are needed. So depends on if it's a good day. Okay, you can, you know, check your emails and everything. Okay, and then after that you go your rounds and then you talk to the children and understand. I mean, like especially like on Monday, you know, we want to ask them what happens during weekends. What do you do on weekends? Yeah, but if let's say when you come in there is already an incident or whatever, because maybe I share about one example of the residents.
Yes.
Alright. So he has actually low IQ, low ID. Yeah. So he was like low ID, and then he has autism, special needs child lah. So basically I think he was dysregulate. Dia macam maybe also early morning tak nak pergi sekolah, you know, and then so what he did was that he keep on you know, knocking on the officer's room. I mean, like, you know, asking for things, but some other things that they ask we cannot accede lah. And sometimes it's not possible to give it to them. So they don't care. I mean, like, you know, so they will just ask, no, I want it now, you know. So he cannot wait because he is really very impatient. So he just take and then he wants to run out from Pertapis. Yeah. So he ran out. Then after that, he went to the bus stop. So he ran barefooted.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that is the incident where we need to go and cepat-cepat cari dia. You know, went out to the main road, to the bus stops, just to look for him and then bring him back. Yeah.
That was early in the morning.
Very early in the morning.
Very early in the morning before we comes in actually.
8:30.
Kau dengan kerap-kerap mata lagi.
Belum mandi. Ada yang belum mandi.
Ada yang belum mandi semua.
Ada yang belum mandi.
Oh wow.
So that's our life, you know. Yeah. And then when, like I said lah, if it's a good day, everything goes well. You know,
yeah.
But the kids, they go to school lah kan?
Yeah,
Yes.
they go to
Okay,
school.
so that is like weekdays. Kalau weekends, ada macam activities tak?
We do sometimes have programs for them.
Yeah, macam apa? What kind of activities in
Yeah.
store for the kids?
Sometimes it's like the malls, they have some events, they invite the children. They will go out to the malls. Yeah, and then sometimes we have invitations lah from the organizer, like maybe going outings. Yeah,
Events ke
yeah,
apa.
correct, to attend the events lah. Like we even have invitations for wedding.
Sampai
Yeah,
kahwin jemput.
I mean, like, yes, they jemput the children to come
so
and
cute.
to
That's
celebrate
so
the
nice.
weddings as well.
That's so nice. I see. Okay. Then let's touch on the emotional part pula, the emotional journey. I'm pretty sure some of the children has like they have ever like touched your hearts lah, like without mentioning names. Is there any other particular story, any particular story that really touched you that you remember sampai sekarang? Maybe Abang Amirul boleh
Funny that you
ceritakan.
have to start with me.
Because you dah 6 tahun.
Betul, banyak
so
experience lah.
experience you banyak.
Yeah, so there's a tons lah, but one of the one that touched me the most was we've had residents who dah lama dengan kita orang, and we were working very hard to reintegrate them back to dengan family orang. So there's a lot of hard work built into that already lah. So eventually that day came and it happened, the reintegration happened. So we were all thrilled, we were all excited, we were all happy, things like that. So alhamdulillah everything all went fine. Few months later, we found out that the mum passed away. So it's macam kita try our very hard, the very best to reintegrate them back to the family, and then suddenly something happened. So another tragedy happened within the family. So with that resident in mind, obviously the home still wasn't safe, so still had to come back to the system lah.
That is so sad.
Kesian, dia baru happy nak balik.
Yes, yeah.
And then kena patah balik.
Sedihnya.
Ada lagi yang story-story yang macam yang you ingat
heart-wrenching lah orang cakap.
Macam,
to me that is really heart-wrenching enough lah. Pasal kita we work very closely dengan children juga, in terms of reintegrating back. Jadi diorang punya emotional needs pun kita macam like terjaga-jaga during up to that point. Another one will be, I mean maybe I share a bit of a much more positive one lah. So we also do have residents yang already out of the system, doing well alhamdulillah. Sampaikan ke tahap they got married. They invited me over, but of course I couldn't come lah because of work needs and things like that. So that is one of the things lah. So when I remember back about this particular resident, for example, he was, when I got to know him, he does not know anything about what's the future plan for him and whatnot. Jadi he was always asking me about, Abang Amirul macam mana gini, macam mana gini. So as and when I try to build up his resilience, I try to build up his confidence and things like that. So alhamdulillah, knowing that he's already married now, already having a family of his own, so that's a good thing to have lah.
Macam very fulfilling lah. Like you've done your part, you know,
correct,
to really help him when they grow up. That's so nice. How about you, Jariah?
Okay, I think for me, right, because as a social worker, of course I have my professional boundaries also lah, ethics as well. So when I met this girl, you know, she's 8 years old. So when I talked to her, I says, you know, I got message from your CPO that your mom would want to come and see you. And the first thing she did was, my mother? You know, she was asking me, my mother? I said, yes, it's your mother, you know, that she's coming. Aren't you happy to see her? You know, and then she says that, no, I'm not, you know. So at that point, I was like, come on, this is your mother, right? She's coming to see you. And then she says, no, my mother has never taken care of me. So then she says, so what is it? Why is it that she wants to see me now? You know, I've been here for a few years, and then she had never come take care of me, never come and visit me. Why now? So and then she cried. She cried, and then, I mean, the explanation that she gave me, okay, I mean, like, yes, she's my mother, but she doesn't take care of me. So why should I go and see her? You know, a part of me is like, okay, I agree with you, you know, but when she cried, it's really heart-wrenching for me. Like, I wanted to cry with her, but I have to control myself. You know, so then I says, it's okay. I mean, like, you know, that was in the past, but she's coming today to see you, you know, would you want to see her? Then she said, let me think first.
Ui, you cerita I nak nangis. Jadi mak ni ever since
betul hormon lah, betul.
But that is sad lah.
It's so sad. Anak dia tak nak jumpa mak dia. But did they eventually meet?
So basically, not on that day. So what I had to do was that just to, you know, talk to her, you know, explain to her why mother was not there. So she says, okay, you give me some time to think about it first. So I mean, like, at 8 years old, give me some time to think about it first.
8 years old?
Yeah.
My God,
so
masih budak lagi weh.
So I was a bit emotional when she talked to me, but slowly I think she began to accept. So she began to accept, and then she agreed lah to meet her mother.
Tapi what aku notice about these kids kan, diorang macam always so matang for their age tau.
They are.
Very street smart actually.
Yes, very street smart and very macam matang. Macam kesian juga lah, because they are kids.
Because they're kids. They have
like,
such an emotional baggage yang diorang carry
at such a young age.
Jinx. Yeah. So macam like, okay, talking about emotional baggage kan, macam these kids, they come in, diorang tak datang macam kosong-kosong tau. They have this invisible emotional baggage that they carry. What are some of the things that you witness macam like from these kids, like for example, like macam I don't know, sudden macam dah trauma ke macam I don't know, like how
they are
what are the
traumatized.
things?
I mean, like, because sometimes some of them are victims of family violence, right? So they are being abused, and then they could also be seeing how the mom has been abused as well. So they came like very traumatized. Like, you know, there was an example like when we wanted to touch them to check, and then they said don't touch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they are because of the trauma.
Yeah.
You know, so we have to do it gently with them lah. I mean, like, talk to them nicely. Okay, if you don't want, then sure, we won't touch you. You see, yeah. But they are actually different lah from the other children. Yeah, because you know they have to go through a very tough situations.
Correct.
Yeah, so well, they are very they are very, I should say, very happy child. You know, they are very positive. They take it like, you know, oh, I think I will have to continue to stay here. Yeah, so, but we try our best lah. I mean, like, you know, we will talk to them. I mean, like, by the 18, we will teach you how to be independent, you know, move into independent living, so that you can also have a life of your own as well.
Understand.
Okay, kita tanya Abang Miru pula. Ada tak macam budak yang dorang suka to stay at that home, dorang kalau boleh dorang tak nak
balik?
Ada juga.
Cerita sikit Abang Miru.
So this one particular one that I had, dia betul-betul tak nak balik pasal dia feel like bila dia balik he's not himself. So he's been controlled by the family or whatsoever. And this is just talking about macam home leave tau, macam 2-3 hari dekat rumah, that kind of thing. Itu pun dia tak nak balik. So we had these instances jugalah.
Ya, tapi diorang tak boleh stay lah kan dekat Pertapis children.
As much as we want them to be safe, we also need to remind them that this is not a permanent place for you all.
Correct.
You all will eventually need to go back to your family or whatsoever. You need to build that bridge together also.
Faham.
Understand.
Tapi kalau diorang tak nak,
We go by the age.
Yeah, we go by the age.
We go by the age. By the time when they are 18, we really have to move them really for independent living.
Itu memang
dah besar lah, kau keluar je kerja.
Yeah, we also cannot force them to go back, you see. What if
understand.
the place is also not safe for them?
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ada tak pengalaman yang macam tersentuh hati, like some cases ke yang macam, you know, like dia punya apa-apa yang ada.
Yeah, maybe macam dorang dah integrate back into the family, then lepas tu abuse balik ke macam mana. Like there are some such cases, right?
I think there's a lot of something like that. Yeah.
Sedihnya.
Sad.
So sad.
Because even though there is like, because before we let them go home, right, there is always a safety plan.
Okay.
So we'll do a safety plans with them, you know, to ensure that when they go back, they are always safe. But unfortunately, sometimes parents, they forget. So they started abusing them again, and again the child has to be removed from the home.
What's wrong with the parents yang nak sebelah tu geram betul lah. Don't be parents lah like that. Yeah.
Ayo, like macam mana like last time when we did a donation drive also, aku had the same question tau. Macam like benda-benda ni still terjadi juga in a first world country macam Singapore ni. Kau faham tak? Macam behind closed doors. Ni yang kita tahu, yang kita tak tahu. Right? These are the cases that are being reported. Banyak lagi aku rasa cases yang tak reported kot. Kan?
Baran.
Aku rasa it's just generational trauma. It's like, you know, it's like a vicious cycle. They learn it from their, you know,
family.
family.
So sometimes it happens in their life. So it repeated. So
it repeats.
It's a cycle of violence.
So the victim is the children. Then the children never heal. Then you will go to the grandchildren.
Correct.
That kind lah. That's what I always say about generational trauma.
Yalah.
Okay. I also wanted to ask, like, macam since you guys spend a lot of time at the homes, kan, korang pernah ada macam attachment ni tak? Macam attachment issues. Like macam susah nak let go ke sayang ke macam mana?
For me tak ada. Because I have to put that professional boundaries in place already.
Yalah.
As much as kita selalu dengan orang, we are very good to them, we care for them and everything like that. Kita nak kena remind orang that kita ni setakat staff je tau. At the end of the day, your family is most important lah.
Bagus ya. Kalau aku tak boleh
Kan?
Kalau aku akan emotionally
Betul,
attached.
sama. Kita tak
Lepas tu
boleh.
kita akan macam constantly worry, dia okay ke, dah balik rumah dia okay ke. Kan, tapi for you all very professional lah, very good. That's why you all are working in this line.
We have to.
Yeah.
Sometimes the heart, I mean like kesian lah, like alamak, kenapa dia nak balik, will she be okay?
Kan.
Yeah.
Ada macam sampai terbawa-bawa macam kat rumah you dah balik, you still macam terfikir-fikir
But
ke
usually
apa.
sometimes after they are discharged from us, we will do a follow-up phone calls to check on them.
Understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ada tak when you call them, lepas tu dia macam, I want to go back to...
Ada jugalah.
Alah, kesian.
Kesiannya.
Sometimes we don't know. I mean like what is at home we don't know, but what sometimes the mother may change the stories, you see. So what we can do if let's say such thing happens, I mean like again based on our assessment, what we do is that we'll report the CPO lah. We'll go back to the child protection officer to do an investigation again. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so kerja dalam bidang ni, what's the toughest part?
Toughest part.
Banyak toughest part.
Give one lah.
Ya, betul.
Yeah.
One or two lah.
Yeah.
I think for me, my view has always been trying to build up resilience dengan budak-budak ni, so that they can break the cycle and they can become better people in future, insyaAllah.
Yes.
It's still, that is one of the toughest part lah, because why? Sometimes when we already, for example, kita dah cukup kenal budak ni, we already have that level of expectation on them. Tapi bila they don't meet that expectation for you, it might be macam, am I not doing the right thing, or am I doing something wrong?
Faham.
Or am I not doing anything better and things like that. So that is one of the toughest parts for me lah.
Kan? Because I feel like as a parent, macam like your kids will test your patience, right?
Yeah, they will test you.
So pernah tak macam ada yang test your
Kalau
patience?
cakap pasal test patient banyak. Nak dekat hari-hari. Ada.
Macam mana tu? I rasa kalau nak kerja tak boleh macam cepat macam.
And then also kau kena ingat, these children they come from trauma background. So nak handle dorang pun satu hal. You cannot just go through like the normal method that you do with other children. Dorang lain.
Betul.
So macam mana?
So macam mana?
We have to just take it as calmly as possible lah. Because I mean for one, kita tak boleh tinggikan suara, kita tak boleh maki hamun, kita tak boleh angkat tangan.
Yes,
so
correct.
we have to do things properly for them and show them that there is better ways of handling this kind of situations in future for you and your children also lah.
Wah, tahap kesabaran you guys memang very
Off the roof
tinggi.
lah.
Ya, betul.
InsyaAllah.
Amin. Semoga Allah balas kepada
Betul. Because not everyone is suited for this job scope lah, kan.
Kau rasa kau boleh? Maybe one day we try to
Kita
work
maybe one day maybe
volunteer,
volunteer.
boleh.
Siapa-siapa nak volunteer boleh tau. Just go over to the website. Kita letak dunia website link dekat the description box. Nanti korang just go and volunteer if you think that aku nak work with these kids. Boleh kan? Boleh volunteer kan?
Yes.
Tapi aku dengan kau rasa berbual sekejap aku mesti nangis. Kita tak kuat. Kita tak kuat kan? Senang beremosi.
Betul.
Yeah.
I mean for sure today we are trying to get members of public to donate to Pertapis, because we are in working towards upgrading the home itself for the kids. The building itself has been so many years. I think since 1991, July 1991 we were already there.
Okay.
And so over this, obviously kita punya building dah macam nampak macam nazak gitulah.
Allah, dah
So
usang dah macam.
So we want to renovate the building. We want to renovate the facilities, ensure that the facilities are safe, fun for the kids and things like that.
Last renovated yang 1991 lah.
Tak. Every 15 to 16 years tak salah, we will go through what we call cyclical maintenance.
Kalau 1991 last renovated, aku pun belum beranak.
Sama lah. Rumah tu dah.
Punya rumah hantu
Dari
tau.
rumah tu dah.
Kan? Tak boleh panggil Cik Lan buat
Betul. Yeah, so that is the whole point lah.
Yes lah.
Pasal kita dengar all these stories, these children also need a very conducive home, kan? A fun environment. Diorang pun nak lively kan tempat tu.
Betul.
That's where they stay 24/7 tau. So that's why we are doing this fundraising lah. So please donate. and kita nak aim to get 200,000 by
Correct,
the end
yes.
of the year.
InsyaAllah.
Inshallah, we can do that.
Yeah, betul.
Okay.
And also for Pertapis, it's a home for apa tu, children, women, girls, and also seniors kan. Ada seniors,
Yes.
Yeah.
citizens juga.
Tapi yours in particular is the children's home.
Yelah guys, tolonglah guys untuk dorang upgrade their
Yes.
building lah.
Actually, if you guys are curious on how the building looks like, korang pergi Kuchester Homes. Tadi sebelum aku did the interview, I went over to TikTok. Aku tengok Kuchester Homes. They did an interview and like a walkthrough of the whole space kan. Yes, it needs upgrading works lah.
Let me see
Definitely.
now lah on
you
Google
go and
lah.
You go and see. There Abang Amirul is in the
Oh,
video.
Abang Amirul lah.
Yes, he do a walkthrough of the whole place.
Oh yes lah, need renovation lah.
Yes, of course.
Yelah guys, kesian basketballnya besi pun dah karat.
Yeah.
Allah.
Right.
Yeah, so please kita help to achieve the target of $200,000
Yes.
by end of this year. Kita boleh just scan the PayNow pula. Just scan the QR code PayNow.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And then I think one last question lah. How do you think the public can better support the children homes and like the vulnerable youth in the homes? Macam mana? How do you think the public can help?
Okay, I just want to tell the people out there that the children in Pertapis is not a problem kid.
Yes.
Of course.
So basically what they requires is actually support from you all. I mean like in terms of donations, food donations, in terms of volunteering, so that they will have some activities with the volunteers. So I think please, please help us donate to the Pertapis Children's Home.
Kan, with the donation korang boleh bawa dorang buat aktiviti ke,
Yeah.
dah renovate, it's a
And then
nice
they will have a better dorm as well.
kan.
So
Right. Lagi comfortable untuk dorang ni semua.
Betul.
It's something that you can help lah. Kita tolong sikit pun jadilah.
Correct.
Kan?
I was wondering, this is just a random question lah. Boleh tak macam the public macam pergi Pertapis to beli makan, then pergi Pertapis to give the kids?
You mean in terms of donations?
Yes.
Like they will
Food
send
donation.
food?
Boleh.
Yes.
Oh, boleh.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we should buy like donuts.
Kan, macam just happykan
Just-
the kids.
correct.
How old are the kids again? At the
4
home?
to 18.
4 to 18. Ya Allah, kecil-kecil lagi umur anak aku, babe.
Betul.
4 years
How
old.
many kids are there, like macam roughly?
Currently 32.
Currently
Yeah.
32. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
And our
sure.
home can take up to 60 children.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Okay,
we should
lah.
lah.
Yeah.
Right, just surprise the kids kan.
Yeah.
Buat dorang happy and all. Yeah, so thank you so much Amirul and Jariah for sharing your journey with us. I think it's such a meaningful conversation lah. Aku banyak belajar dari dorang hari ni.
Betul.
Eye opening lah.
It's very
It's very eye
eye-opening.
opening. Sebab sometimes kita rasa ni kita macam living in a shell, gitu tak? Macam
Yes.
tak tahu apa yang going on dekat luar sana.
Yes, betul.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming down to share.
Thank you for having
And
us.
yeah, may God really reward you abundantly lah for all the
Betul.
good things you do for the
InsyaAllah.
community.
Yes.
Yeah, you all are doing something great, like to just help these children and then integrate them back into like
Their families.
their families.
Correct.
Yeah, kan.
Betul. So we hope this episode inspires more compassion, more awareness, and more support for the kids who need it most.
Yes, so they are currently raising funds, as we mentioned, $200,000 to renovate and upgrade the facilities for over 100 residents, including children, women, girls, ex-offenders, and seniors. For the other homes juga lah,
Yes,
kan?
correct.
Right. Okay.
So these homes provide care, shelter, and a second chance, but many of the spaces are aging and urgently need improvement.
Yes,
kita
correct.
dah tengok gambar memang
Yeah.
sangat-sangat
Pergi
lah need
cari kat TikTok.
improvement.
Yes,
Betul.
correct.
So residents can have safe rooms, better learning areas, and a more nurturing environment.
Yes, and no amount is too small. $50 provide daily essentials or school supplies. $100 supports enrichment and wellness activities. $200 helps to upgrade study or recreational spaces, and $500 contributes to renovating living quarters across the homes.
Betul. Every contribution helps build a safer, kinder and more hopeful future for these residents.
Yes, and to donate, you can just simply scan the PayNow QR code on the banner or visit pertapis.org.sg/uplift, and together let's uplift homes and uplift lives. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
girlies.
guys.
And we see y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye.